I am the lead pastor of the Fountain of Life.
Fast-rising Hollywood actor Jimmy Odukoya is experiencing a life-changing career moment after he was named successor of his late father, Pastor Taiwo Odukoya, and co-founder of the Fountain of Life Church. Also known as Pastor Jimmy or PJ, the actor received the blessing of the church's Board of Trustees and his spiritual mentor, Bishop Mike Okonkwo. He is now expected to carry the ministry mantle from where his late father stopped.
Welcome, sir. Thank you, sir.
This may sound like good news for Jimmy, who has been doing the Lord's work for years, but not for the millions of fans he won for his role in The Woman King, which he played alongside Viola Davis, John Boyega, and other wood bigwigs. Fans have been asking if PJ would abandon his acting career for good to face the Christian ministry squarely, as his late father did years ago. At the same time, the announcement of Jimmy Odukoya as his father's successor was not well received by many people who believe it proves that churches are business empires and the reason only family members become successors. According to some, Jimmy has no claim to the senior pastor title as he was never actively involved in the ministry and perhaps not called by God. Neither does his physical appearance, including dreadlocks, earrings, and tattoos, align with those called to serve God. Who is Jimmy Odukoya? Is his appointment proof that churches are family businesses and not directed by God?
I was born into religion. I did not get a chance to choose my religion. I was as a Christian by default. Father, pastor, mother, blessed memory, pastor, and all through the week as I was in church, there was something happening in church every day. Monday singles, Tuesday Bible study, Wednesday midweek service, Thursday married men and women, Friday youth, or Saturday rehearsal, Sunday 3 services. Every day I was in church. And like you said, when you're so close to it, it became a norm. This is what life was. We just did it by default.
Hello guys, it's T-Code here for African Glitz.
Regarding naming Christian ministers in Nigeria, the name Taiwo Odukoya has consistently topped the list since the 2000s. Growing up, Taiwo Odukoya pursued a career in petroleum engineering at the esteemed University of Ibadan, eventually earning a degree which allowed him to work as a petroleum engineer with the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation (NNPC) for 12 years. The televangelist alongside his late wife, Bimbo Odukoya, are renowned for founding the Fountain of Life Church, which is now home to many Christian brethren. The couple first met in 1980 while studying at the University of Ibadan, and in a matter of time, they started a relationship that saw them take the marital vow in 1984. Before he retired from NNPC, the couple heeded a call from God and founded the church to help Christians build relationships and teach leadership principles in 1992. 2 years later, in 1994, Pastor Taiwo Odukoya voluntarily resigned from his well-paid job at NNPC because of his love for ministerial work to focus solely on the ministry, and he never looked back since. Sadly, after inspiring many Nigerians through gospel teaching, Pastor Taiwo faced one of the worst tragedies of his life. In December 10, 2005, his wife, Pastor Bimbo Odukoya, died in a plane crash on Sosoliso Airline Flight 1145. At the time, the couple had 3 young children, Tolu, Jimmy, and Toby Odukoya. After finding the courage to move on, Pastor Taiwo Odukoya remarried 5 years later to a South African beauty, Rosemary Simangele Zulu, in January 2010. The couple were blessed with 2 sons over the years. Sadly, after finding love again, tragedy struck for the second time, and in November 2021, Pastor Odukoya lost his second wife to cancer after battling the illness for 2 years. 1 month later, the already heartbroken pastor, who suddenly lost his first wife and slowly lost his second wife, lost his twin sister, Kehinde Hassan, again from complications from cancer. There is a saying that there is so much a man can take. It looks like Pastor Taiwo's lonely heart couldn't take the pain anymore. He sadly passed away 2 years later at the age of 64. The cleric's demise was confirmed via a post on the official Facebook page of the church in August 7, 2023, noting that he passed while visiting the United States. On September 9, 2023, the renowned clergyman was finally laid to rest, followed by a Thanksgiving service to honor and celebrate a life well spent. After that, the question of who will succeed the late pastor became the order of the day, but it looks like the cleric had it all sorted out before he passed, and on September 17, 2023, during the church service, his eldest son and second child, Jimmy Odukoya, was named the general overseer of the church. A member of the Board of Trustees made the announcement and revealed that the late cleric communicated his succession before passing. After fervent prayers and guidance from God, the board decided that Jimmy was the best person for the heavy job and expected to carry on as senior pastor and chairperson of the board. Jimmy immediately received the blessing of the church's board, and Odukoya's spiritual mentor, Bishop Mike Okonkwo, ordained formally on September 30, 2023. As the news circulated, many began to ask, who is this man with dreadlocks, built like a bodybuilder with several tattoos? And why is it the rightful successor to his father's church? Well, this face is no stranger to Nollywood and now Hollywood, apart from playing the role of Oba Ade in the 2022 Hollywood blockbuster movie, The Woman King.
Did you think we would not see?
Did you think we will not see your hand in the raid of our village?
He has also been featured on movies like Crazy Grannies and I Am Nazi. Interestingly, there is more to Jimmy Odukoya than meets the eye. The actor is the first son and second child of the late Pastor Bimbo and Taiwo Odukoya. Born to parents who were both powerfully active in the ministry, Jimmy grew up in an environment where he was expected to join the ministry like his parents someday. But according to the fast-rising actor, he actively resisted this rhetoric. As a youngster, whenever the actor introduced a girl he was dating to his late mom, she would ask her, "Can you be a pastor's wife? Because my son is going to be a pastor." To which Jimmy always dismissed her with laughter. But it looks like as man proposes, God and his ministers dispose. Jimmy Odukoya relocated to the US for his university education and studied business administration, advertising minor at Oral Roberts University in Tulsa, Oklahoma. During his study, the actor became more interested in ministerial work and became active in a local church called the Greenwood Christian Center under Bishop Gary and Debbie McIntosh. In no time, the pastor's son got involved in the church operations, speaking conferences, and serving in his capacity in other areas of the ministry while doing his professional job. In 2009, Jimmy became a licensed minister in Oklahoma and later that year was ordained by his father, Pastor Taiwo Odukoya, as a pastor at the Fountain of Life Church. In 2010, Jimmy, now known as Pastor Jimmy or PJ, returned to Nigeria and was made the assistant pastor of the youth wing, Church 316. In no time, the actor quickly rose above the ranks, perhaps because he is a brilliant teacher with a gift of faith and prophecy. In 2012, PJ was named coordinating pastor, and in 2013, the young pastor found his heartthrob, Oluwakemi Odukoya, and married her at a beautiful wedding in London in March of the same year. In 2019, the couple were blessed with 2 children. Despite chasing his passions, Jimmy is a caring father who spends quality time with his family. After marriage, the beautiful couple started a sub-ministry targeted at a younger generation named Cave. While doing ministerial work, Jimmy has always explored his creative side from childhood, singing, dancing, and acting in church. He joined a teaching program and started a dance group to perform in theater productions whilst living and studying in the US. PJ's first love was the arts. It's not surprising that he started his career as a musician and motivational speaker. After dropping a couple of gospel hit tracks, including rap,
"You ain't never seen a pastor like this before. Full on swagger, you shout encore. Preach the word and you want some more. Food for your soul, you chop hello."
the multi-award-winning artist began his professional acting career in February 2016 after Desmond Elliott introduced him to Nollywood. Since then, Jimmy has been featured in other Nollywood movies. This propelled him to Hollywood, where Jimmy made his Hollywood debut in November of 2021. Starring as one of the major leads in Sonny's historical epic, The Woman King. Speaking of how he landed the role, the talented actor reveals that he went for several auditions, but his background in fitness and heavy training helped put him in the right stead to get the role in the movie. Jimmy has been nominated for several national and international awards, including Breakout Actor of the Year, Scream Awards 2020, Best Supporting Actor of the Year, City People Awards 2019, Best Actor in Comedy, Africa Magic Viewers' Choice Awards 2018, Best Newcomer Male, Zulu African Film Academy Awards 2018. Can Jimmy combine acting and pastoring appointments? Some may ask. Well, in January of 2021, while speaking in an Instagram live interview with actress and presenter Viola Davis, Jimmy revealed that being a pastor does not affect his acting career in any way. How does being a pastor affect my acting career? I don't believe it. Some people have different opinions. One is, if I am an actor, I should be a Christian actor. And I say there is no such thing. In what I do as a person when I'm given a role, I ask myself, does this align with my worldview? Can a lesson be learned from this story? If the answer is yes, then I am happy to do it. It does not mean that I have to be a good guy. I am happy to be the antagonist as long as people learn from it, he explained. Again, during a Q&A with his wife on the Wedding Channel, he said,
There's a time when, we're having an argument. And, I was like, okay, fine. If you want me to stop acting, I'll stop. It's not a problem, whatever that looks like.
But did you mean it? Because I felt like, because obviously if I then said, okay, stop, then I'm the bad person in that situation.
No,
I think you know that I wouldn't actually make you stop something you enjoy.
Yeah,
But
true.
I think you would.
Yeah, I would.
If it was like, if
I had to choose.
Yeah, I think
no problem.
However, when Jimmy made this interview, he had not yet been tasked with the heavy mantle of succeeding his late father as senior pastor of his church, while his sister, Taiwo Odukoya Ijogun, is the new associate pastor of the church. Can Jimmy combine the two, especially with his feet on Hollywood ground, which is every aspiring actor's dream globally? While fans of the actor attempt to answer this question, his recent appointment has been followed by a heavy backlash from Nigerians who believe churches are nothing but family businesses. Reacting, one social media user asked, "Please, is pastorship now a family business that must be passed down from father to son or daughter?" Another user wrote, "That's some serious responsibility. I pray for God's divine wisdom and understanding upon him in the name of Jesus." Another wrote, "How can he run a church wearing dreads and earrings as a man? God is not mocked oh. This is so wrong." One added, "That's one thing the Catholic Church has over these father and son limited liability companies called Pentecostal churches." One user asked, "Will he still be able to kiss in movies?" Another wrote, "The sister would have to be better. Let her support him so he can focus on his acting career." Another wrote, "Family business continues with a succession plan. What happens to Odukoya deputies that have been toiling together with him in the vineyard? None of them is qualified to take over or continue from where Odukoya stopped? Now what?" Tell us guys, what do you think about Jimmy Odukoya's emergence as senior pastor of his late parents' ministry? Is Jimmy deserving of this position, or is this just a case of nepotism or family business? Finally, do you think he can combine acting with his pastor job?
Share your opinion in the comment section down below. If you found this video informative, please comment, like and share. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more well-researched African stories and news we know you would like. Click on the bell sign to be notified every time we upload a new video so that you don't miss out. Thanks for watching and see you on our next one.